working their way on in. Still mostly north of I-44. Most of this on the light to moderate side. Not looking at any thunderstorms right now. And this not really going to become severe, but a little bit of rain moving on in and into the afternoon by around 1 o'clock. Mostly starting to stretch south of I-44, breaking up a little bit more in coverage. And then by 3 o'clock today, maybe a few stray showers here in south central Missouri, north central Arkansas. And then an isolated storm could begin to pop up, mostly closer to Kansas this evening, close to I-49. Some of these may be on the strong to low end severe side. I'd say quarter size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, but they would be brief and most will stay completely dry overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. There is that level 1 marginal risk today. It stretches a little bit further, maybe accounting for some greater coverage. Like I said, though, I think that's still going to be mostly close to I-49. Temperatures cooler where we have the rain, but a pretty big difference. Low 70s to low 80s right now. Temperatures today upper 70s to low 80s for highs. And tomorrow's the first alert weather day that I'll talk about coming up soon. We are tracking storms mostly north of I-44 that could be severe, with all severe threats looking possible. I'll have the timing for you hour by hour coming up next. That is starting to work its way on in. Kind of starts to fizzle out. It then actually tomorrow works its way a little bit further north as a warm front. But I want to show you our next system that we're tracking tomorrow that will bring us a first alert weather day. This system right here, area of low pressure with a cold front, slides through Wednesday evening into the overnight hours, and that's going to fire off some more storms. Some of those will be on the strong to severe side. We do have a level 3 enhanced risk for severe storms for our northernmost counties tomorrow evening, and then they also begin to decrease in coverage and weaken a bit as they track their way further off to the south. And hey, into northern Arkansas tomorrow, I really don't expect any problems for you at all. So this is mostly going to be, I'd say, north of Highway 60 for a first alert weather day on Wednesday. Now today, like I mentioned, a few showers south of I-44 by lunchtime. These not severe. This is kind of the wave that we're watching that could develop this evening. It's going to be closer to the state line of Kansas and Oklahoma. Some of these could produce 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, maybe some quarter-size hail. They'd be very isolated. Then we're dry tonight. Tomorrow morning, we start off with a lot of sunshine, and really Wednesday overall is looking to be a pretty nice day. A little warm, a little humid at times. But then here comes the system we'll be tracking. 4 o'clock, still not too bad. It's closer to 6 p.m. that storms fire off along that second cold front I showed you. And these will likely be severe. All severe threats looking possible, including an isolated tornado in the evening that could make a run towards some of our northernmost counties. By 9 o'clock, still a severe threat, mostly north of I-44, and then continuing to try and maybe weaken a bit as the sun continues to go down. But this front kind of hangs around, and we will see more rain overnight into Thursday morning. These not necessarily severe, though, but some scattered showers, a few thunderstorms waking up on Thursday will be possible. Now, like I mentioned, your severe threats include all of them. Of course, damaging wind gusts will be kind of what we likely see most of. 60 to 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts possible, the potential for golf ball size hail, and we could see a tornado or two possible, especially north of I-44 tomorrow evening. Now, winds outside of any rain or storms tomorrow will be roaring. So we spend much of the day dry and sunny, but winds pick up after sunrise, and we'll see gusts tomorrow around 30 to 40 miles an hour coming in from the southwest. So just know it's going to be a really breezy day for your Wednesday, and then storms arrive. Thursday, we could see maybe a few lingering showers and thunderstorms into the afternoon hours that could be on the strong to severe side. There is a level 1 marginal threat south of I-44. Now, temperature-wise, behind that cold front Wednesday into Thursday, we'll see a drop into the upper 70s with better scattered rain chances during the day to keep us a bit cooler, and then back around average in the mid-80s heading into the weekend. Saturday, maybe a few isolated showers in the late afternoon and evening. Better rain chances moving in on Sunday. I do want to mention quickly today, upper 70s to low 80s. A little cooler north of I-44 thanks to some rain. And as we head into the afternoon today, no huge problems, a low severe risk in far southwestern Missouri. Tomorrow, though, first alert weather day. Storms develop after 5 p.m. and all severe threats will be possible through the side. Running towards I-44 now, light to maybe maybe a few pockets of some moderate rain here and there back over towards parts of Lawrence County, Dade County, and up towards St. Clair County. A little bit of rain there as well, light to moderate. And none of this is going to become severe for the afternoon. We'll continue to see rain breaking up in coverage over the next few hours. I will say, though, there could be some storms developing over in Kansas and Oklahoma, making a run towards I-49 later this evening, maybe around 6, 7 o'clock. Some of these could actually be on the strong to potentially low-end severe side, but would be very isolated, and most will stay dry. There is a level 1 marginal threat for severe storms today for that risk of quarter-size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and it's extended a bit further off to the east than I think. Then we'll actually see rain. Many of these areas staying dry this evening as well. Temperatures cooling off thanks to the rain right now. 69 in Springfield, 79 in Harrison and West Plains, 72 in Lebanon currently. And into the afternoon today, we'll see temperatures back in the low 80s, around to a little bit below average for this time of year. Drier tonight and a first alert weather day tomorrow. We'll talk more about your severe threats coming up. A little bit of rain lining up along I-44, working its way off to the south and east. Showers mostly on the light side, a few brief pockets of some moderate rain. But I want to jump into tomorrow because Wednesday, not today, is a first alert weather day. We have a level 3 enhanced risk for severe storms clipping our northernmost counties, and then running a little bit further to the south. That severe threat does begin to go to still mostly south of I-44, light shower here and there at 2 o'clock, and then into the evening hours we are watching a little wave of storms that tries to develop back over towards Kansas. Some of these may be on the strong to low end severe side, closer to I-49, maybe making a run towards parts of Lawrence County, maybe Berry County, Cedar Dade County as well, but most will stay completely dry. Now, overnight tonight, dry, no problems. And tomorrow morning, most of the day is dry, sunny, and pretty hot. It's not until the evening hours that storm chances begin to go up. So here's 4 o'clock, still quiet. Then by 6 p.m., showers and storms develop along a cold front. All severe threats will be possible. As we head into the evening hours, closer to 9 o'clock, it's getting a little darker. Showers and storms will make a run towards Highway 60 right here. As they do, it will begin to weaken. However, some could still be maybe on the strong side. And then overnight, certainly after midnight, that severe threat's really not there anymore. But we will see a little bit more rain trying to develop before sunrise tomorrow morning as that front kind of hangs around into the day on Thursday. And we'll see some scattered rain during the day Thursday. And it will be kind of a wetter afternoon. Now, there is a risk for severe storms tomorrow, hence the first alert. In the evening, mostly north of Highway 60. Your severe threats, 60 to 70 mile an hour wind gusts will be probably our greatest threat that we see more of, and up to about golf ball size hail. There is the potential for maybe an isolated tornado or two possible. That better chance likely north of I-44. But like I mentioned, damaging winds will probably be our biggest threat. But even outside of any storms tomorrow, winds will be roaring from the southwest. We'll see winds gusting about 30 to 40 miles an hour, maybe closer to 45 miles an hour in some of our far northernmost counties, closer to Benton, Morgan County. Gusts 45 miles an hour will be possible. Now, by Thursday, we do have some rain, some thunderstorms. There is a low risk south of I-44 Thursday for maybe a few marginally severe storms, quarter-size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, kind of those threats there. Behind the front, we're cooler on Thursday as well. We'll also have a little bit more rain and cloud cover. Drier on Friday, and then temperatures back in the mid-80s this weekend with a couple more rain chances. Saturday won't be a washout. I think we actually see a lot of dry time, but in the late afternoon and evening hours, a few scattered showers will be possible. More rain, though, overnight into Sunday morning. Sunday afternoon looks to be pretty wet across the area, and then on Monday, also tracking some more rain as well. Today, temperatures for you back in the upper 70s to low 80s for highs at 4 o'clock. Overnight tonight, lows on the warmer side, upper 60s to low 70s. That the National Hurricane Center is tracking. We have Tropical System 1, and it is expected to become a tropical storm over the next 24 hours. Right now, winds at 30 miles an hour, tracking off to the northeast at about 6 miles an hour, and we have tropical storm watches today back over from the Texas Gulf Coast all the way over through parts of Louisiana. So this Invest 1 will continue to work its way into the Gulf throughout the day today, becoming a tropical storm likely by tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., with winds gusting at about 40 miles an hour, and then making landfall as a tropical storm right now by Wednesday evening, back over between Texas and Louisiana, kind of right along the state line there, before weakening quickly back over into a tropical depression. Now, I will say already, this system is already bringing a significant amount of rain over towards the Gulf Coast today, with numerous flash flood warnings in place back around Houston, through parts of central and southern Louisiana here, and you can kind of see that rotation here with that area of low pressure. So flooding a huge concern with this tropical system, not necessarily damaging winds, but we are tracking another system bringing severe storms across parts of the Midwest today, with a couple severe thunderstorm warnings from Wisconsin into Michigan. Winds are pretty mild. Tomorrow, though, I want to jump into how strong our winds get again, because waking up in the morning, 6 a.m., winds start to pick up from the south-southwest, and we'll see some gusts for the morning commute around 20 to maybe 25 miles an hour. By the mid-morning, quickly increasing to gusts around 30 to 40 miles an hour. South of I-44, maybe closer to that 30-35 mark. North of I-44, gusts maybe closer to 35 to potentially even 45 miles an hour. This gust shows maybe across parts of central Missouri, some gusts closer to 50 miles an hour for Wednesday, right around lunchtime. Then into the evening hours, gusts still close to maybe that 30 to almost 40 mile an hour mark, with the strongest still mostly in central Missouri. And then a cold front begins to slide on in, and our winds north of that front will shift from the north and become a lot lighter heading into Thursday night, and Thursday not too bad either. But with a strong southerly flow, you'll notice humidity is going up through the day today and certainly for tomorrow, and then back down as that front passes on by, and we'll see some scattered rain and some storm chances with the first alert weather day tomorrow, heading into the evening and early overnight hours, with more rain chances on the way, with better coverage arriving again for your Sunday and Monday. Evening that we'll have to watch out for west of 65. Highs in the upper 70s to low 80s. First alert tomorrow. All severe threats possible, with an isolated tornado or two. That better chance would be in our northernmost counties, and pockets of heavy rain. Right now, rain starting to wrap up for many. We do have a few lingering showers, though, back in northern Arkansas right now northeast of Mountain View, over towards Lafferty and over towards Mount Pleasant. And throughout the next couple of hours, most will stay dry, but there is a chance for a few storms to try and pop up off to our west and make a run towards I-49. Some of these could pack a punch, actually, with a low severe risk for some of those for quarter-size hail. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, but many staying dry through the rest of the evening and overnight tonight. Tomorrow morning and into the early afternoon, a hot, sunny day, but tomorrow is a first alert weather day. I do want to mention, here's a look at today's severe risk. Like I said, some storms really closer to I-49 could be on the strong to low end severe side, so we'll be watching out for that. Temperatures right now in the upper 70s to low 80s, 84 the hot spot in Rogers, 79 in West Plains, and 81 in Harrison right now. We've got a few more clouds rolling on in this afternoon, and we'll be in the mid 70s still by around 7 o'clock, with overnight lows tonight cooling off into the low 70s, upper 60s, low 70s, I should say, waking up tomorrow morning, and highs tomorrow in the upper 80s. We'll talk more about your first alert weather day tomorrow coming up. So we are tracking strong to severe storms, with all severe threats looking possible, including the potential for a tornado. I'll time out the system hour by hour, and your full 7-day forecast is coming up next. Flipping our northernmost counties, the risk is a bit greater, with a level 4 moderate risk. But for us, especially north of Highway 60, we will very likely see storms tomorrow evening that are on the severe side. So over the next couple of hours, here's those isolated storms close to I-49. That could be on the low end severe side with quarter-size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, but many will stay dry into the evening and overnight tonight. Tomorrow morning, we'll wake up with a lot of sunshine, quiet start to the day. Your afternoon features a lot of dry time as well, and mostly sunny, hot afternoon, humid as well. And then around 5 o'clock, I think we start to see storms develop to our north. 5 into 6 p.m. making a run towards some of our northernmost counties, and then close to I-44 by around 9 p.m. So in the late evening hours, still impacting our northernmost counties, and then trying to run a little bit further to the south, closer to midnight. And the severe threat may be lasting a little bit longer now into the early parts of the overnight hours tonight. This is 1 o'clock in the morning. I think we'll still have some storms, some of which may be a bit stronger as well, but I do think the strongest will likely be as those storms begin to initiate in some of our northernmost counties. Then closer to sunrise on Thursday, we'll still have a few showers and a few thunderstorms, and Thursday afternoon, more showers and thunderstorms, and some of them could also be on the strong to maybe low end severe side Thursday. Now, your severe threats for tomorrow evening, the greatest impacts north of Highway 60. So, hey, in northern Arkansas, I'm not expecting much for you tomorrow. I think you stay pretty dry. It should be a pretty mild day. This first alert really mostly for areas along and north of Highway 60 tomorrow, and that would be for 60 to 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, the potential for maybe up to ping-pong size hail, and then maybe a few tornadoes as well possible, especially in some of our northernmost counties. That threat might be a little bit greater for you for the day tomorrow. Outside of any storms, though, we are looking at strong winds for everyone. Tomorrow, winds gusting about 30 to 40 miles an hour across our area, coming in from the south-southwest. And then, like I mentioned, Thursday, some more storms could be possible that are on the low end severe side. Quarter-size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts possible. Thursday will be cooler, upper 70s for highs, more scattered rain throughout the day. Drier on Friday. Heading into the weekend, we'll be in the mid-80s with some rain and thunderstorm chances. Saturday won't be a washout by any means. I think we'll have a lot of dry time, but a few late afternoon shower and thunderstorms will be possible. And then more rain overnight. And Sunday will kind of be a pretty wet day for many, especially in the morning and early afternoon hours. And then more rain overnight into the day Monday, at least for the morning hours Monday as well. Some spots may be trying to dry out a little bit Monday afternoon and for the evening. This evening, though, temperatures back in the low to mid 70s at 9. Lows tonight, upper 60s, low 70s. And your highs tomorrow, upper 80s to low 90s, a bit above average, kind of a hot, humid day. The first potential tropical system in the Atlantic basin. This area of low pressure right about here in southern Texas, working its way back over towards the Gulf right here, is potential tropical cyclone number 1. And it is likely to become our first tropical storm of the season, with tropical storm watches and warnings back along the Texas and Louisiana coast. Winds right now only at 30 miles an hour, but it is forecasted to strengthen to a tropical storm just before making landfall, potentially heading into the afternoon tomorrow. Winds at about 40 miles an hour sustained, so that's not too strong. Of course, it is still strong, but the main problem with this system is how much water it is holding, and it is dropping a significant amount already back over in Texas and into Louisiana today, ahead of that main area of low pressure, with several spots in the last 48 days here in Louisiana. Radar estimates have picked up more than 8 to potentially even 10 inches of rain in some spots, with several flash flood warnings in place right now. Completely dry. We'll be back in upper 60s, low 70s tonight, upper 80s to maybe even around 90 tomorrow for a high. First alert weather day, dry time tomorrow before storms arrive in the evening. Level 3 enhanced risk for severe storms. That'll time out on the news at 5. Hours and some pockets of heavy rain. Rains continue to clear on out right now, but we are watching some rain and storm development potentially back over in Kansas, mostly over the next hour or so. I'd say hour or two, and some of those could be on the strong to severe side. Here's a look at 7 o'clock, bringing us some rain and storms potentially making a run towards I-49. Some of those could pack a punch with a pretty low severe risk, but most will stay completely dry this evening and overnight tonight, and for much of the day tomorrow. It's not until tomorrow evening that storm chances return. There is a severe risk today with some of those storms developing over in Oklahoma. Level 1 marginal threat, that'd be for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, but most even in that green area will stay dry. Temperatures in the upper 70s to a few low 80s. Right now, it's been a little bit below average today, and then mid 70s over the next 2 hours, and then staying warmer overnight tonight. Lows in the upper 60s to low 70s, and highs tomorrow back in the upper 80s to low 90s. Storm chances going up tomorrow around 6 o'clock. We'll talk more about the severe threats coming up soon. We have a level 3 enhanced risk for severe storms tomorrow, clipping some of our northernmost counties. North of I-44, this yellow going to be a level 2 slight risk. And then the further south you go, the lower the risk gets. And really in northern Arkansas, I don't think you guys have really any problems for the day tomorrow. Now today, we are watching some showers and a few storms maybe trying to develop over in Kansas. Could make a run towards I-49, and some of those could be on the strong to potentially low end severe side, producing about 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts or quarter-size hail, but most will stay completely dry this evening and overnight. And really for much of the day tomorrow, dry and sunny in the morning all the way through the afternoon. It's not until the evening hours that we track a cold front that's off to our north, begin to work its way further south. This is 4 o'clock. I'd say around 5 to 6 p.m. these storms develop just off to our north, starting to move in closer to 6, 7 p.m. and these will likely be severe and will continue to make a run towards I-44 after dark, still on the strong to severe side, producing some also pockets of heavy rain. And then closer to Highway 60, maybe around midnight, these could still also potentially be severe, but they will continue to weaken, I'd say, after around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, with a few thunderstorms still hanging around Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon. Some scattered rain and thunderstorm chances during the day, too. So Wednesday evening, north of Highway 60, greatest severe threat, and I'd say our northernmost counties have that better tornado risk. So all severe threats possible. Wind gusts 70 miles an hour. The potential now for maybe up to even tennis ball sized hail possible, and then the potential for a tornado or two, with that greatest chance coming in some of our northernmost counties, maybe back over towards Benton, Morgan County, up towards St. Clair County. Not to say that there will be a tornado in those counties, but that risk is going to be a little bit greater up there. Now tomorrow, we are also looking at strong winds even outside of any rain and storms. So throughout much of the day, winds will be gusting about 30 to 40 miles an hour. And then behind this system on Thursday, we'll still have a front hanging around the region and some rain hangs around that could bring maybe a few more showers and storms. Level 1 marginal threat, quarter-size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and temperatures a little bit cooler on Thursday in the upper 70s before rebounding this weekend back into the 80s with a couple rain chances this weekend. I don't think Saturday's a washout. I think we have plenty of dry time, but a few widely scattered showers and thunderstorms possible with better chances overnight into the day Sunday. Sunday should be a pretty wet day across the area with rain at least Monday morning, trying to clear out Monday afternoon, but some will still see some showers. Heading into the night tonight.
Full out there right now in Mountain Home.
Not too bad now. Tomorrow will be hotter. We'll be in the upper 80s to